Hi, I'm here to talk about IB Prep Physics 9, which is one of the class options you have as a ninth grader coming into Champlin Park High School. So IB Prep Physics 9 is our physics class that's offered to ninth graders. So if you're an incoming ninth grader and are wondering why might I want to take this class, here are a few reasons. First of all, physics is a foundation of all sciences. So if you want to understand any other type of science, chemistry, biology, earth science, all of them are kind of founded on physics. You need physics to really fully understand what's going on in any of these sciences. And the reason for that, physics really just explains how the world works. It tells us why things do the things they do. So if you want to understand why things move or how they move, how does energy transfer from one object to another, all of that's coming from physics. Physics is also great for building problem solving skills. So if you just want to get better at solving problems, physics is a great class for you. Physics also helps you get into college. So as you're eventually applying for colleges, if they see physics on your transcript, they might require that as one of their requirements, or they might just look at your transcript and say, hey, that's a person who took physics. I know they're going to have the skills that they need to be successful in college. Because physics helps you succeed in college or whatever career you go into after you finish with school. So the skills you're going to learn and use in a physics class help you all over the place, not just in physics, but in life in general. And the last point, I might be a little biased here, but I think physics is super interesting. Like I said, it helps you understand the world. So if you want to know why things do what they do, physics really gets down to the explanations of that. IB Prep Physics 9 specifically is, like I mentioned, an option for ninth graders. So it's not a required class. All ninth grade students are required to take earth science or honors earth science. So you need to take and pass an earth science class in ninth grade at Champlin Park. IB Prep Physics 9 is another opportunity you can take in addition to earth science. So you can't do it instead of earth science, but it would be in addition to earth science. So earth science is a 2-trimester class. IB Prep Physics 9 would be a 3rd trimester of science in a different class. So one of the main benefits of it, it's designed to help prepare you for IB and AP science classes you might want to take in the future. So once you get into your 10th, 11th, and 12th grade years, there are honors science classes, there are IB science classes, there are AP science classes. IB Prep Physics 9 is a really good preparation for getting you ready to take some of those classes. It's also an opportunity for you to take physics when you might not be able to fit that in your schedule if you want to do IB biology and IB chemistry, for example. So it's a good chance to get another science in case it doesn't fit sometime elsewhere in your schedule. IB Prep Physics 9 is just a 1-trimester class, so it's easy to fit in your schedule if you have an extra elective space somewhere and you want to take a little more science. It covers just the foundations of science. So we can't do everything in 1 trimester, but we try to hit the big ideas. So we talk about motion, we talk about forces, we talk about energy. So again, coming back to why do things do what they do? So you may have seen some of these ideas in physical science. This class would build on them a lot more and kind of go more in depth into understanding those ideas. IB Prep Physics 9 is a good fit for students with strong math skills. One reason for that, physics involves a lot of algebra. So to understand physics, we need to use math. So if you're not super comfortable with algebra, maybe IB Prep Physics 9 isn't a good fit, but if you are comfortable with algebra, you'd probably fit right in and do really well in the class. Also, it's a good class for people who are interested in science. Obviously, it's a science class, so having that interest definitely would be beneficial to you. And then it's also just a good class for people who want to know, like, why are we doing all this math? So when you go to math, you learn how to solve equations. Physics is one of the reasons why you need to be able to solve equations. To understand physics, you need to understand math. And so being in physics can help make sense of why you do some of the math that you do and why you learn some of the skills that you learn, because it helps explain things like physics. It helps us explain the world. So a lot of benefits, a lot of good reasons why you might want to take this class. So if you have room on your schedule, I hope you consider it. Thanks. And then, last thing I want to make sure I mention is if you can't fit IB Prep Physics 9 in your 9th grade schedule, there are other physics options at Champlin Park. So after your 9th and 10th grade years, you can also go on and take physics as an elective course, which is a 2-trimester class. So physics is usually taken in 11th or 12th grade. IB Prep Physics 9 covers kind of half of what we cover in that course. So it's just more physics than you would get in a 9th grade class. And then AP Physics 1 is also an elective course. Going forward, that will be a 3-trimester class that you can take in 11th or 12th grade. It covers a lot of the same material as a first semester college physics class. IB Prep Physics 9 is good preparation for that. It's not required. You don't have to take it first, but if you do take it first, you'll probably be successful in AP Physics 1. So those are a couple things to think about down the road. Maybe you want to take IB Prep Physics 9 now and take one of those later, or maybe you want to take physics but it doesn't fit in your schedule yet, so you want to kind of think about these as options for later on. All right, hopefully that helps you get a little background about what physics is all about and why you might want to take IB Prep Physics 9 or some other options for you to think about down the line. Thanks for watching.